On to Money Matters we go now, and it's all about setting and achieving financial goals, talking about our personal finance segment. Charles Farquhar is here with us to take us through the processes of setting and achieving financial goals. Good morning.
Morning, Samson. Morning.
I like today's topic because it's not just about setting. There's the need to also achieve those set goals. So it makes it, a more interesting discussion this morning.
Yes, I agree with you. But you see, we've been setting goals and setting goals. Why have we not been able to achieve those goals? But you see, again, the mistake most of us do is your financial life cannot be isolated from your everyday life.
Okay.
Your relationship life. If you are married, your married life, your spiritual life, your physical life, your social life, your academic life, your career life. So all are tied together. So, but what most people, the mistake they do is they want to look at their finances separately and see how they can set goals for their finances and think they can achieve it. No. Goal setting has to be holistic. You have to look at every aspect of your life before you can say, okay, finance is just one aspect of your life. However, we've noted that if you fix your finances, of course, it becomes easier for other aspects of your life to be fixed also.
Okay.
Yeah, because we know that finance is one of the major problems affecting everybody, and more so the time we find ourselves, not only Nigeria, worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah.
Inflation is everywhere. Russia and Ukraine war, flood, food scarcity, no money, businesses are closing down, no power, But in this time, how will you now say somebody will now begin to set goals? For we, this is the best time to begin to set your goals. Okay. Where there are difficulties now, because you need to now face it.
Okay. Go on.
Okay, first of all, you need to visualize. But you see, experts have told us that all of us, including myself, our capacity, we just use less than 10% of our capacity. So if we decide to even increase that a bit, we'll be amazed as to what we can achieve. Our brain is functioned to achieve. We have the conscious and the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is a very good servant. Unconscious mind, if you direct it, when you feed to it, it gets it, you repeat it continuously. Even if it's a lie, your subconscious mind will not even know. That's the unconscious mind now. And over time,
it becomes the truth.
It will just manifest it for you. And that's why experts have said your thoughts is you. The way you think all the time. What you think, what you visualize, before you know what, it has become reality. If you think of a particular goal and you think you can achieve it, just begin to give it that thought continuously. I'm assuring you, you will be attracted to circumstances, people, places that will assist you to achieve that goal. Take, for example, you decide that you want to buy a Toyota Corolla car. I'm telling you, as you move from your house, coming to the studio or wherever you are going, you begin to see so many Toyota Corolla. Were they not there before? They were there. But because you have consciously said, this is what I want. And that is one of the principles of goal setting. Decide exactly what you want. Don't be vague. I want to lose weight. I want to make money. These are vague. These are wishes. But if you say, I want to make, or I will make specific amounts by December 31st, 2022. I want to make $1 million or $1 million, the case may be, by December 1st, 2022. You can see your subconscious has registered it. Now, the next thing, it will begin to look for ways and means for you. Things you have not thought of before will begin to come to you. You say, okay, I close by 5. I can make use of my time. I can do the side hustle. I can do this, I can even increase my performance in the workplace so that I can get a raise, or I can start selling the, so many thoughts will start coming. And before you know what, you are doing it. But again, when you are setting certain goals, set goals, we have said smart goals that are realistic, that you can achieve. Let's say somebody is saying you are on a 50,000 naira a month. And if you calculate that, that is about how much a year? 600,000?
Yes.
Okay. And you say you want to save, you want to make in your bank account now, you want to have 10 million. It looks so realistic. That's the truth. So once you set that kind of goal, give it a time bound. Then for every milestone, celebrate yourself. That yes, there is no goal you cannot achieve if you face it very well, put specific milestones. Then when you get to a certain milestone, celebrate, be happy with yourself, and you continue. So setting and achieving goals, I would just say, first of all, you need to visualize what you want clearly.
Okay.
If you say car, clearly see it in your mind's eye. What's the color of the car, the brand, the make, everything. Even visualize the interior of the car. Feel it. You are even touching it. You need to use your visualization very well.
Okay.
Now, suppose after you visualize, then you need to realize. When you realize, the next step will be what? Actualize. Because you must take action.
Okay.
You can't just be visualizing, thinking, and at the end of the day, you are not taking action. It is that action. But of course, you have seen the picture of what you want. You have prayed. Then the next thing is what? Actualize it. Implement your plans. Then you can begin to achieve what you have set for yourself.
Okay, but are those who tell you, you know, when it comes to economics, when it comes to finances, the God factor, yes, but you need to also take risk. You need to read the markets. You need to, you know, take so many variables into consideration.
Of course.
Because it has to do with finances, and not everything is under your control. Especially when it comes to government policies.
Of course.
That could be, you know, nice, let's put it that way, and the market stumbling and all of that, you know, then wars and all other external factors.
Of course.
So for set goals that get affected either by, you know, government policies, maybe inflation, what have you,
things you can't control,
you can't control, how do you readdress it or reset it so as to be able to achieve it? Does that mean you have to lower the bar in terms of trying to achieve that goal? So I don't know. I'm just giving.
I understand. That's a very normal question that we are asked most of the time. I would say there are many ways to get to the market.
Okay.
If you try this way, it's not working for you. You try another way. The thing is, don't give up. That's just it. And you must have learned from this your experience. You must have learned. You try another method. Then again, most importantly, if you set a goal for yourself, and at the end, when you have a timeline, maybe 1 year, 2 years, you now try to look at what you have achieved, your progress. You've achieved 70%. Give yourself a pat on the back. It does not mean it must be 100%. But I bet you, if you have not set that goal, you will not have achieved even 50%. So you set a goal, the timeline you have given, when you get to that time, you review and say, okay, I was supposed to save 1 million, but I'm able to save 700,000. You have made progress. You can now set another goal again. But what we are saying, let your goal be smart. And we have said smart, that is specific, measurable, attainable, time-bound, and of course, realistic. Then I've also added evaluation and review. So you don't need to give up. I'll give you one simple example. Somebody said he was writing, was a writer, writing a magazine, and you know, he had his book. He was trying to say he can sell his book to a lot of people. They invited him to a function. They were not going to pay him. It was not time to go for the function, but he went. And when he spoke, a lot of reporters came, you know, and as he was leaving the podium, a young reporter approached him and said, "Oh, I love your speech." He said, "You wrote a book. I would like to have an interview with you." And this young lady is from a national newspaper. And she arranged an interview for him, and of course the paper was all over the country. A lot of people saw it, and they made demand for his book. He was able to sell over 25 million copies. He exceeded the goal he has set for himself.
Okay.
So you can see, you can see that. But one, he set that goal, but he said he didn't even know how he was going to achieve it. But he had it in his mind. Some people have what they call vision board.
Okay.
All what they want to achieve, they write it down on the vision board. Some say they place it on their ceiling so that when they are sleeping, they see it. Some say they place it in a mirror in their bathroom. When they are having their bath or whatever, they are seeing it. So it keeps. Some people say they even go around with it on the paper, an index paper. They look at it most of the time. So you can see you need to put some emotions when you are setting your goals. Another important, you must write it down.
Okay.
You need to write your goals down.
More like write the vision and make it plain.
Yes, write it down. Because once you write it down and you see it, it gives you that emotional attachment to it.
Okay.
Not just writing it down and you just throw it somewhere. Keep it in the place where it keeps reminding you. Then you can also have what we call an accountability partner.
Okay, I'd like us to pick up from this and not that time, because we do not have the leisure of time to continue this conversation. But although it's really interesting and educative, but we just have to wrap up for the want of time now. So, want to leave us with a parting word?
Well, I will say, if you want to set your financial goals, make sure you also set goals in other aspects of your life. Your financial goals need to be specific. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charles Farquhar, for all of that. Now, that was just Farquhar talking to us about setting and achieving financial goals. That would continue another time. We'll take a short break now as we wrap up the show with the social media boards and the quote of the day. Stay with us.